What is going on, everybody? It is Friday, and it is, I ain't 7:30. We're just going to call it as, we're playing it loose. As loose as David's butthole today.
No, as loose as yours.
Shoo. Man, I still squeak when I go.
You're a fucking liar. I worked with you for years.
So, welcome to
the soles on your shoes.
Oh man, I'm dying from this stupid cold, but welcome to the Geek Saga After. That's right. It's Friday, guys. It is not our normal, time that we come on, but this week has been a crazy week for us. At least for me, I know that David's had quite a few things too that's been going on. So, I mean, for the most part, life has happened. It has been, it's been about 2 weeks, since LA Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since the con and 3 weeks since we've been on.
Yeah, so 3 weeks that we've been on, but we're happy to be back on because it has been quite a break for us, but it's actually kind of been a good break too, because in that time we've been able to kind of reset life and things that are going on and, be able to rethink some of the things that are going to be coming up for next year on this show. But welcome over there on Instagram to Comics, Geeks, and More. So if you've never watched this show before,
and you probably haven't.
Huh?
I said, and you probably haven't.
Probably not. But I mean, if it is your first time seeing it, that's welcome. Thank you for coming on. We're two salty veterans that are huge geeks, and we love doing this stuff. We love talking about all this nonsense that we call the geekdom. And, oh, Lupe, look, I'm a day late. Lupe, you're actually right on time, as always.
Just like Gandalf. You're never late.
But always on time.
You arrive precisely when you mean to.
Exactly. So, over there, Lupe, who's over in Texas, we're saying you're old. That's basically what we're saying. Because, Gandalf is old. But really, really old. But, dude, tell me, what have you been up to, man?
Whew, man. Besides the job hunt still taking its time. My dad had surgery on Monday.
Oh, damn.
My second oldest, Micah, went to the Navy on Wednesday. We drove him up Tuesday to the MEPS, and then Wednesday morning he shipped out to basic training.
Really?
So he is in the RTC in Illinois right now for Navy boot camp.
Wow, dude.
So what happened?
Oh no, I didn't think Micah was gonna do that, but right on.
Yeah, man, he hit us up, said he wanted to go, so we took him down there. The recruiter was super chill. She told him like what it is, how it is. She didn't sugarcoat nothing, and he was like, "I think I'm gonna join the Navy, Dad." And I was like, "Whatever you want, man." So we sat there, talked to them, and then it took about a month and a half, 2 months, and he shipped out Wednesday morning.
That's crazy, man. That's cool. I mean, honestly, that is really cool that he chose to take that path. So did he say what he wanted to be? And
yeah, so he had a couple different ideas of what he wanted to do. He didn't want to sit at a desk. He didn't want to sit behind this and do that. He wanted to do welding and all kinds of craziness, but that there's no guarantee in those positions, like to get that kind of job. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to be a corpsman. And he's tested into it, got it. So he's going to be a hospital corpsman, and he's got 5 years of active duty time because the school's so long for that.
That is seriously cool, man. Wow.
And then today I actually was pushing it. At 9:00, I picked up my nephew, took him to the recruiters, and he's thinking about joining the Army. So, they want someone with a little bit of experience there to make sure they're not getting dicked around or whatever. So I took him, and I was there till about 4, came back, picked up my son from work, and then had them drop me off so they could go to the store and get some stuff, and I set up my computer.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm still really shocked with Micah, but that's like it's cool that he's doing that. He's got an idea, and not only that, but to go as a corpsman, which is a really good choice because I mean, dude, think about that when it gets out.
Yeah, they were telling him, you're basically an EMT in the Navy. You're not really a nurse, but you do all those other functions that nurses do and stuff. So he'll be EMT equivalent, and then when he comes out, there's like a small course he can take to get into the nursing world. And he's making 80K and up, just right out of service.
Damn, dude,
Yeah.
smarter than both of us, huh?
So far, he's only 2 days into his service, and he's already better than us, smarter than us.
Seriously.
So yeah, man. So that's my big shit that I've been dealing with over here. You see my green screen going crazy. So, and then that's it, bro. Just I'm waiting for this job to start, and then then our schedule's gonna change because I don't know what my work schedule will be like. But it's a lot of moving parts over here.
Damn, dude, that is a lot. That's a hell of a lot of stuff going on. I mean, shoot, with me over here, it's the same.
It's just work.
It's just work. It's the same old, same old. It's nothing's changed. They're just taking it a day at a time, and I'm just stuck up here extra days on this one. That's why I'm here on a Friday. But I'm glad to be here on Friday to be able to do this, to be able to get back to us doing this because that was a long hiatus. I think that's the longest we've done. 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think 3 weeks in a row is the longest we've taken a break. I mean, I want to say every con we take, like, because last time we took a week prior to the con off, then we took the con, and then the week after. So that was 3 weeks as well. I think this is the first time we take an extra week after the con off.
Yeah, that's true. Because we would usually take 1 week and then we're back into it after that. But dude, honestly, the con was actually a lot of fun. It was a great experience as always. Thank you to LA Comic Con. Thank you to Darren and Veronica, who are always amazing. All they have is good things to say. Like, they want to promote us more than promote Project Wish Upon a Star when we're at that event. Like, he wants to he's like, I want you in the front. I want you to do this. And it's like, Darren, we're here to support you. Whatever you want, that's what we're going to do. It's not about us because you guys you're fronting the bill on a huge thing. Like, a booth at Comic-Con is not cheap.
Yeah.
Dude, so this year, and this is what's funny. It's a 20 like 20 by 20 like we had the previous years that we've been there with them. So it's a good sized booth. Well, the booth next to them was I think it was a total of 6 booths put together long. So it took up the length of the wall, and then it bumped out 25 feet. Not 20, but 25.
So it had an extra 5 feet on the front end.
Yeah. And they had this one, how they have the curtain walls that divided us? And so that's how we could tell where their booth ended. So we're like, push the table. Workers walk by, push the table. We pushed it all the way to the edge. And then I looked at the tape and I'm all, tape?
Moved it forward?
No, just took it out. Nobody said a damn thing. So we had a 25 by 25 foot booth because we bumped out 5 more feet on the other side. And it was great. We had tons of space. It was a lot of fun. Willie Ito, who was a legendary artist he's from Hanna-Barbera. He helped his first dude. You're going to love this. His first job at the age of 19 was he was part of the Lady and the Tramp crew. So he worked on the scene with the Lady and the Tramp eating the spaghetti. That was his work. That was what he did for that movie.
At 19.
At 19.
That's crazy. That was back in the day when you could walk into a room and be like, "Yo, I'm an artist. All right, cool. Get to drawing. We'll pay you next week."
Well, with him, he was like, dude, he's like, I think he was like 90, 92, 93. He's an old dude.
Uh-huh.
And he's just sitting there and he's just, watching everybody come by and people are walking up and talking to him. And I came over and I was like, "Hey, Willie, let's talk. Let me get an interview and everything." So we're talking and he was like, when I came down from San Francisco, all I had was my high school sketches, nothing professional. And I only wanted to just go see the studio, not apply yet, because I figured I'm in school. I could, when I get out, I have a professional portfolio. He's like, when I showed up, they're like, "Oh, you're here to apply?" And he's like, "Okay." And he said he applied and did everything. And then he left and he thought, "I'm never going to hear from them again because I'm just some kid. What do I know?" He's all, a week later, I got a Western Union telegram saying to come back and test and that I got the job.
Dang.
So he's all, I went in there and I did these drawings and I had a copy what was put in front of me. And he's all, they said, "Great, you're going to be working with the ladies or with the lady crew." And he thought, oh, because back then that's when they did the whole, the women did the painting and the cells and stuff. So he thought, I'm just going to be cleaning brushes for the ladies and bringing them coffee, donuts. And he's all, I walked into the room and he's all, it was not that. I was on right there with Mr. Disney working on this scene. I was like, holy crap. He's all like, yeah. And then he has a story about Pat Morita, freaking Mr. Miyagi. He knew me, freaking Miyagi.
Well, I mean, I won't say it.
I know what you're about to say.
I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Because I said it during the interview and he laughed about it too. So
I don't think you said what I'm thinking.
Well, if you're thinking what I was saying, then it's probably because, Mr. Ito is Asian. Mr. Morita,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, it was a great story. It was a great time sitting there talking to him and getting to know him. He was a great, really great guy. They presented him with a Lifetime Achievement Award from Animation Magazine. They came in there and did this whole thing, and they gave him this little award and stuff, which was really great. And then, I met, oh my God, what's her name? Lucy Christian. She's the voice of, from One Piece. She's from
Nami?
Yeah. Super cool lady. It was at the end of the day. It was the last interview that I did for the whole con. And I walk up to her booth and I was like, how do you do this? How do you hold this energy up? Because she was still bubbly and bright-eyed. And when people walked up, like these little girls would come up, because obviously they know all her characters, she just brightened up and literally brightened up that whole line when there was nobody there. And she was great. She was a lot of fun to talk to. She had a great interview with her. So, but all in all, it was a great event. Obviously, we're going to do it again next year. And next one we got is Pasadena, which we were just talking about.
Yeah, January.
Well, and we actually, this time it's our own booth. We're not sharing. It's ours. We can do whatever we want in there.
We're not sharing with Darren.
No, but I'm sure we will bring a couple of pamphlet, stuff to give out for Project Wish Pawn Star, because we still want to promote them, even though they're not there with us. Because they've also offered up space with them at Comic Revolution in Ontario, which we keep missing because we're always on drill status at that time. And we actually got invited personally. Like the Geek Saga, and I pulled in Project Wishpond Star, but we got invited to another con that's coming up in next year, November, called Anaheim. Well, it's just Anaheim Comics something. I gotta look it up again. But they invited us to come because they liked what they saw.
Nice.
And they would love to have a podcast there and stuff. So we got some stuff coming up. We got some stuff moving around, you know.
Coming out the pipe.
Yep, coming down the pipe, Holmes. Coming in the pipe.
Coming out the pipe.
Well, we ain't putting nothing up the pipe. We don't do that. Hold on. All right. Enough of our jibber jabbering and talking and all that other stuff. And I'm sure everybody's like, okay, these guys are boring. We actually do come on here and we do talk about news. And we actually got quite a few news stories because a lot's been going on in the industry or just in the whole geek world since we've been kind of absent. So let's move into all right, starting off with Spider-Man brand new day cast. Confirmed actors so far. So, what actors do we have confirmed so far? I mean, obviously Tom Holland's there.
Dude, do you know when I sent you this? I don't remember. This was like 2 weeks ago.
Did you?
Yeah, I think this was last. I think I sent this last week when I thought we were getting on.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So Tom Holland as Peter Parker.
Tom Holland, Zendaya. I believe. Oh God, I forgot the kid's name. The kid who plays Ned. Obviously, are going to probably come back. Mark Ruffalo's supposed to come back as the Hulk.
Yeah.
Or not come back, but feature as the Hulk. Jacob Batalon, that's his name. The kid that plays Ned. Oh, John Bernthal's Punisher is going to make an appearance.
Yep.
Scorpion's coming back from
that one's from
Homecoming.
Yeah.
Sadie Sink. I don't know her from anything. I know the name, but I don't know her.
Stranger Things?
I never watched it.
Oh, The Whale?
Didn't watch that either.
Oh, that's where she's from. She's from freaking Stranger Things. We got Liza Colin Zayas.
I knew you were gonna mess that one up. Liza Colon Zayas.
Okay. Kulo Zayas. Gotcha.
She's from The Bear.
Yep. She's actually pretty awesome in The Bear. And she actually was the detective Jessica Perez from the Titans show, or from Titans. So that's what they've got so far.
So there's a whole list. The one I sent you before had more people.
Let me see.
So if you go into you can't get on it right now because we're streaming, but on the IG, I sent you one and it's got listed. I'm not going to give you who they're playing, whatever, but names that are listed are Tom Holland, Sadie Sink, Mark Ruffalo, John Bernthal, Rose Leslie. She was from Game of Thrones. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
Lea Seydoux.
They got married in real life.
Yeah. Zendaya, Michael Mando, who's the Scorpion. Numana Carr. He is a new actor in the new movie. Tramel Tillman, he's supposed to be Miles Warren or the Jackal. J.K. Simmons is coming back. Ernie Hudson's going to be in the next one. Drew Starkey is going to be the Eddie Brock for New Day. Michael Keaton's supposed to reprise his role. Xavier Samuel's coming in. Jacob Scipio, Michael James Shaw. Vincent D'Onofrio is rumored to be in it. RDJ is rumored to be in it. And that's everything so far.
So it's a long list of actors that are going to be in this thing that are. I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're trying to push a lot into this Spider-Man movie. What do you think?
I think they're going to use it as a jump off point, man. They're going to create the entire Spider-Man universe with this movie. And I'm not sure if we're covering it later, but it kind of falls in line with something else I sent you. I don't know if you added.
Yeah, it's the next story, which we could actually slide into because you're talking about how it could be the jumping point. But before we jump into that, what are your feelings about like seeing Scorpion come back in, seeing the Punisher, and a pretty damn good Punisher too, John Bernthal?
I think it's good, man. I think having all these characters come in from the prior movies makes it feel like it's not just a new trilogy with Tom Holland as a character. So it makes you feel like, yeah, we had the multidimensional stuff happen in the last movie, but everything still from this universe exists. Like, so, and we get to see Michael Keaton not knowing who Spider-Man is.
That's right, because he was wiped out from everyone's mind.
Yes, sir.
So also a rumor is that Sadie Sink is coming in as the new MJ, and that Zendaya's MJ is going to be dating Ned. That was a rumor I heard.
So actually, what we're getting, Sadie Sink is listed on that thing that I sent you on IG. She's actually credited as Carly Cooper is the character she's going to be playing, but also Mayday Parker. And Mayday Parker, if anyone doesn't know that, is Peter's daughter in future comic books.
So we might still get a little bit of the twist of
like timeline jumping and stuff. Yeah.
So, but now I'm coughing, I'm gonna die. Oh God. We're gonna slide into the next story, which is some more Spider-Man news, which is Sony reportedly trying to sell Spider-Man the rights back to Marvel, and it may bring back Tom Holland to the MCU, but it comes at a horrible cost, which is...
I don't remember the cost. What was the cost? Like I said, I sent you all of these like last week.
So the cost is... so they're reportedly doing a major turning point, especially after the results from the films like Kraven the Hunter, which Kraven the Hunter was god-awful, and Madam Web. Yeah, no, we didn't need that. We definitely didn't need that. So now that those two, like, I guess you can say Marvel titles, yeah, they're Marvel titles, bombed, Sony's considering selling Spider-Man rights back to Marvel Studios, according to the new reports. The move could finally bring Tom Holland's Spider-Man fully under the MCU umbrella, which integrates him deeper into Marvel's interconnected storytelling. So we could possibly see him in the future movies without any hindrance from Sony if they do this. Now, however, this potential deal also comes with creative concerns. So many worry that the MCU's structured formula might limit the experimentation that defines Sony's approach to the character, which I think, personally, and you tell me what you think, David, Tom Holland was actually the closest that we got in the sense of how he acted, how he was acting to the comic book than what we've had previously.
Yeah, even though I 100% still support Tobey as Spider-Man just because of what he did for the character.
Yeah,
I think Tom is the Val Kilmer, you know what I mean, of the Spider-Man world. Like Val Kilmer, according to Bob Kane, was the closest to both Bruce Wayne and Batman when he came out in Batman Forever. Yes, Batman Forever. And I think that's exactly what we get with Tom Holland. Tom Holland is the most like Peter Parker from the comics, as well as Spider-Man as a persona, not just Peter in the suit, you know? So I don't think it's going to hinder him at all. I think what it's going to do is allow us to use all these characters that have been hinted at but not used, or, you know, I don't know, just allow it to be a better, succinct universe with Spider-Man involved.
I same thing. I believe that it really. I don't think the title to this article was. I don't think I titled it right because it really doesn't hinder anything. It's opened up more for the MCU to be able to continue with this, because they're not going to take Peter and like Tom Holland's Peter and change him all of a sudden because he's now in the MCU. They're going to keep him the way he's been, starting back from Civil War when we saw him to even to now.
And the cool thing is we're gonna get a aged up Spider-Man. You know, no one knows who he is. He's living on his own. Aunt May's not around no more. Like, he's gonna be maybe not, 18, 19, fresh in college Spider-Man. We might be jumping ahead a year or 2, 3 years, and just picking up there from the story. He's been Spider-Man alone for the last 2 or 3 years, which would be cool, I think, for Tom, because he's not going to be playing a high school kid no more, or a fresh into college kid anymore. He's 30 now.
Yeah. So he's probably going to be a college age-ish Spider-Man now.
And who knows, man? I mean, we saw him trying to get into MIT with his friends, and then they finally got allowed to. But maybe he never went to college. Maybe he just went straight to the So Ernie Hudson, right? Is that who I said earlier? Yeah. So Ernie Hudson's supposed to be Robbie Robinson in this movie. So we could see him jumping straight into the Bugle and being a full-on photographer, because the Drew Starkey's slated to be Eddie Brock.
So it sounds like they're lining it up to have him already aged up. He's part of the Daily Bugle, and we're gonna go from there. So I think it being sold back to Marvel, well, Disney, but Marvel is a good thing, like you said too, because it opens up all these villains that we weren't able to touch before to now be able to bring them into the MCU and do a lot more with it. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's something that should have been done a long time ago. And Ricky Redbeard, what's going on, brother? I actually saw Ricky over at LA Comic-Con. Smiling as always, snuck his way into Comic-Con. He was pretty proud of that too. He was just all like, "Yeah, bro, I'll try to stop by tomorrow if I could sneak in tomorrow." Jeez.
Did he squeak in?
He snuck in.
Hell yeah.
Good old Ricky. But Ricky said that Tom is Spider-Man, but Toby fights like Spider-Man. Fights like Spider-Man better.
Yeah, I think Andrew was more Ultimate Spider-Man than he was Peter Parker, the Peter Parker we grew up with, and Toby's more the like 90s cartoon Peter, and Tom's more of like the straight out of the comic book Peter.
And if there's any of you guys out there on YouTube or on Instagram that have not watched any of the Spider-Mans, you should go back and watch them. Tobey Maguire was great. If you look really closely at one of the scenes, I am in the background, so that's why I endorse Spider-Man, the first part. So there we go.
I was in the shadows. I was in the shadows of one of the movies. I saw myself.
No, I really was there. I swear. Oh my God, I'm dying over here.
But if you've never seen them, go back and watch them. They're all equally good. I don't think any of them are bad versions of Spider-Man. They're all 3 different types of Spider-Man, 3 really good tellings of who the character is. I wouldn't say that Tom, Toby, or Andrew are in any way, shape, or form George Clooney of the universe, because we haven't got that yet. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
But all right, Ricky said Andrew has the best banter.
yeah, Andrew definitely had the better snarkiness to him. But like I said, he was more of that Ultimate Spider-Man, and that's where he became super snarky.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man's always been quippy, you know what I mean? But Andrew was a little bit more like Deadpool style banter.
Yeah, I mean, even down to when he was in the costume, his movements and his you can see the how he's reacting.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, moving on to the next story, which is Demon Slayer: Infinity Castle becomes the highest grossing international movie ever. I don't know how.
In what? International movie in what?
Ever in the world. In the
Ever
U.S. It's in the U.S.
space? Jews in space.
No, it was it's actually in the US. That's what it was.
Yeah. Did you see the other so I think this is freaking cool. I do think that this is gonna change anime, because we're no longer gonna get easy, quick animation, which is what anime used to be. You know, it was like an easy way to get cartoons out to the masses in Japan after the war.
Yeah.
But I think it might hurt the serialization of like anime, the weekly or the monthly drops of episodes, where we are waiting 3, 4, 5 years to get a whole story told, because now we're waiting for movies.
Yeah, but dude, the animation, the like freaking phenomenal.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I watched the trailer and I'm dying to go see it. I just haven't had a chance to go see it. I gotta go see it. I want to see it in the theater, not at home.
So you might want to jump on that, because I don't think it's going to be out much longer. And I recommend, I don't ever recommend this, but if you're going to go watch it, pay the extra money, go watch it in IMAX.
Oh, really?
It's that good.
Dude. Yeah, because I finally fully caught up to Demon Slayer, because I was like, okay, I need to finish this off because I want to go see the movie. And even then, as I'm watching each episode, the animation just looks like it's getting better and better. And then that final episode of that season was like, this looks amazing, and this is going to be a movie.
Dude, the movie is leaps and bounds better than that last episode of Demon Slayer.
Oh my god, dude!
Like, it is crazy good. Ricky said he's fully on the train. He's going to see Chainsaw Man Tuesday with Comic Book Hideout crew. Hell yeah, the Chainsaw Man movie looks good.
Oh, and welcome, Michelle. Oh god, I don't want to mess up your last name, but hey, welcome. Glad you could come on. I'm sure. I think it's the first time I've seen your name pop up on here. Cool. Watch us, enjoy us, comment.
So the only other thing I have reservations about is now they're talking about putting 100% tariffs on international films, because our movies aren't doing as good as Demon Slayer is doing.
Which is absolutely just ridiculous. Okay. Let me clear my throat.
We've dominated these box offices for how long? How many years?
Exactly.
And now we get overthrown by one freaking animation movie, and we're like gonna throw the whole world into a tizzy.
It's freaking ridiculous. Okay, so first of all, there hasn't been a good movie in the box offices since when? Okay, we got Superman. How long ago was that?
Superman, Fantastic Four, probably the best two movies. But that's what I'm saying. The best two movies we've had in the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the last good Marvel movie that came out was
Exactly.
Far From
That's
Home.
yeah.
No Way
I
Home.
would say that.
No
I
Way
would
Home is
definitely.
probably the last good movie.
Yep.
Thunderbolts was okay.
Yeah. I mean, I still haven't watched it, but I was waiting for it to be streamed.
Yeah,
I'd rather
it's
watch
it's
it.
okay. Superman was good.
Yeah.
I bought Fantastic Four, but I was so tired the day I put it on, I fell asleep because it was the night before Micah shipped out. So I still have to sit down and rewatch that. But I don't know, man. It's hard to be mad at them when we've been putting out better, just
Garbage.
over mediocre. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like just over mediocre movies. So
Don't get mad at. There hasn't been a real solid, brand new idea in film in a long time that captured the imaginations of everybody. Where it is a loved anime, and they did a phenomenal job. And now, because it broke records, and we're talking like when this story came out, it was at 128 million. That surpassed Tiger Crotch and Hidden Dragon. Um, it
Tiger Crouch,
surpassed freaking.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
There you go. Crouching Tiger and Dragon is hidden. Um, but it surpassed Life is Beautiful, Godzilla minus one. These are all international films that did really well in the states, and nobody said anything. Uh, freaking Parasite, Instructions, Pan's Labyrinth, Amelia. Oh my God, my nose is all.
Anemia.
Um, Amelia, and Fearless.
But I think what's bringing it to the attention of everyone is like, think about the movie business right now, and then think about the hottest movies that have come out. Right, K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix is still topping the charts. They barely got topped by a Taylor Swift song. What, after a month of being at the top, 2 months of being at the top?
And come on, Taylor Swift. I'll take K-pop Demon Slayers over her. I'm just
And
saying.
then you move over to the box office, and we've got Demon Slayer. And you move over to shit. Walk into a box lunch. Walk into a box lunch right now and show me how much Disney is on the wall, how much comic books is on the wall, and then show me how much anime is on the wall.
Yeah, it's taking over.
Like, and we used to play around when we first started this whole podcast. Is like, oh, when we were kids, we got made fun of for watching anime. Now you get made fun of because you don't watch anime.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's hard to be mad when it's a single movie that is doing well.
It's just stupid. It is like some petty stuff that's going on with. Like, come on, really? You're gonna do that? It's ridiculous.
I doubt
But
it'll happen.
yeah, and you know what? Honestly, I mean, again, and Ricky's saying animation is just better. Live action can't bring the heat of amazing animation teams, and we're talking about superheroes and action movies, which is true. Absolutely true. I would say that a lot of animes blow any action movie out of the water right now because they're just done so well. And then you could also do so much more because you don't have any constraints.
Yeah, I mean, look at, and let's go back a little bit in history, right? We go back to The Princess and the Frog. The Princess and the Frog came out. It didn't do well in theaters just because of the tone of the movie, the genre of the movie. They tested it. It did okay. Then they put it out, and it doesn't do box office numbers like Hercules or Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast did. But you look at it now, and that's a very popular movie. Very popular. People love that movie. And it killed the hand drawn animation from Disney. Those box office numbers literally killed hand drawn animation for Disney movies.
Yeah.
And since then, we've gotten all these 3D anime. And yeah, they were doing well for a while, but now they're on a downward slope again because the hand drawn well, even these they're hand drawn on digital media now, but the hand drawn animation is making a comeback again. Look at Cuphead.
Which I just talked to one of the voice actors from Cuphead. Dude is hilarious, but he himself was saying what caught his attention to that project was just he was like, I wasn't even looking at my character. I was nerding out on the background and how it was drawn and how it was done. And he's all, did you know it was hand drawn? It's like, yeah. And he's all, that's freaking awesome.
Dude, that show, like the show in the on Netflix, but the game itself, like, dude, it looks just like classic Disney, classic Looney Tunes. And it feels like it plays like it. The music pulls you in because it feels like one of those old like Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes kind of shows. It's just the sound effects are perfectly done. It's hard not to like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's even though the game pissed me off and I never played it again, but
yeah, it's hard as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like playing DuckTales.
Ah.
Or the first Ninja Turtles on NES.
Oh my god, I still haven't finished that damn thing.
Dude, I'm 41. I'll never finish it. I'm not gonna do it.
No.
I watch tutorials and I still can't copy what the guys are doing.
Nope. Ain't gonna do it.
Once you lose Donnie, you're out. You can't fight back.
Yeah, you're screwed because those damn mousers are gonna jump on you every time. Doesn't matter.
So,
but yeah, I mean, and speaking of K-pop Demon Hunters,
hit me with it.
Next story, K-pop Demon Hunter creators say no to live action adaptation. Thank you for that. Did I say thank you? Thank you.
Yeah. I think it needs it.
It doesn't need it. We don't need to see it. We don't need a live action. Yeah. There's been too many of these stupid live action anime movies that have come out that are garbage.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen one live action that I was like, that was good. I want to watch that again. Bleach, fuck my life, dude. I did not like that movie.
Dude, Bleach, I didn't even get through like 20 minutes of it, and I was like, "No, I'm done. I don't even want to watch this."
I heard that the Yu Yu Hakusho show is actually really good. I don't know if it's a series or a movie, but I heard that the live action of that is actually pretty good.
Really? I think
but I freaking, I'm hesitant about watching it because all the rest of them are garbage.
Yeah, I don't look. I talked crap about this movie. I did until David said you need to go and watch it. And then there's others who have said, I loved it. I listened to it. It's like, okay, but you're a chick, so. But because of David brought some validity to it, I sat down and watched it. And all I want to say is the hell with this movie because damn it, it was good.
Bro, tell me right now that last song by the Saja Boys doesn't freaking slap.
I'm like, damn it, this is a good song. And then freaking what's her face at the very end with her song, and it's like,
it hits you in the feels, man. Dude, do you know how many people are like doing reactions and watching it for the first time and they're tearing up for the transition from your idol into this is what it sounds like? Like, I'm gonna tear up right now. But it's so good. Like it's just well done. Done.
And now at Dodger Stadium, the freaking organist, she's playing one of the songs, and I'm like, I can't get away from it.
Can't. It's like Star Wars. Like, think about Star Wars. When Star Wars came out, you could not get away from dun 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 dun.
Still can't.
Dun, dun. And here we are. Fuck, I don't know. That was what, 78, 79?
77.
Okay, 77.
Oh, yeah.
2025, and you still can't get away from the Imperial March. You know what I mean? That opening crawl of a movie, like, you just, it's going to be one of those things that is now part of life.
I mean, dude, if you're talking Star Wars, we're talking the original theme song from Star Wars. You can't get away from because it always comes up. Whether it's sci-fi or whatever it is, that's like the theme song they use. The Cantina song from Star Wars is always used in everywhere. The Imperial March is always used when you think of a bad guy or a bad thing or whatever. Yeah. And now
And
here
my
we
favorite,
are. What?
you can't forget it. The only thing that came good from the first movie, the episode 1, Duel of the Fates, man.
Oh my gosh. That's true. Because that is one that they play at, like, even at Dodger Stadium. It's a baseball game, and they'll bust out that for a different, little montage that they put up there, and it's used a lot. But you can't get away from that either.
But yeah,
It's
K-pop
crazy.
Demon Hunters, man, it's gonna be something that K-pop will now be an everyday thing here in the States. Like, and it's actually opening the door for other types of music. Like, have you heard that one? It's a very popular anime. It came from, it's not even an old song. It sounds really old, but it's not an old song. But it's like, stay with me. And then they start singing in Japanese. Fuck, I can't even remember who sings it. It's a very popular song, though. That's called Japanese city pop. And there's a whole freaking genre about it. It sounds like 80s, like yacht rock music. And it's really good, man. But now, like, these channels are starting to populate on Apple Music and Spotify and all these things. And all this, like, I mean, obviously we owe it to, like, who are they called? BTS and all these K-pop bands that existed prior, because it started opening that door here in the States. But this movie just freaking busted that shit open like a battering ram on a drawbridge.
Well, I think the theme songs to the animes in general opened up a lot, because those are the songs that, like, when you think of, like, American cartoons, the 80s had those types of, like, driving, seriously cool intros, and then they winged out, and then the animes have, like, these freaking orchestra type intros and, like, driving force, and you're just like, damn, hell yeah, and then the anime starts, and you're like, yeah, I want to watch this.
The first Attack on Titan season, that's that intro song, killer. Oh, yeah. Bluebird from Naruto, everyone knows that song. Gurenge by Lisa, the first Demon Slayer song. You know what I mean?
Uncle, what's his face? Green tea, the tea leaves.
Leaves from the vine. Stop. Can't.
I brought that up when I interviewed Lucy Christine, and she's like, oh.
Telling you, man, you can't bring up that song. It hurts. Hurts too much.
It does. It hurts everybody. But you're like,
from the vine. Stop.
Okay, yeah. Let me compose myself.
But yeah, and then you think about that whole episode and, like, how he's using it in a happy tone, and then at the end he's like fucking using it in that way because his kid died.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Iroh. Fuck you.
All right.
Actually, that was Mako, right? The voice actor for that was Mako.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Fun fact: He was also Splinter in the 2007 live 3D animated movie TMNT.
I did not know that. No idea.
That's him. That's him as Splinter. So,
and knowing is half the battle.
And then he died right after that. But I 100% support this. No live action movies.
Yeah, I definitely would support it. I think it would take a lot away from the actual anime in general, because then people will be like, oh, that was horrible. And don't take away from it. It's got too many, like, anime elements to it that you can't bring to life.
Yeah.
You can't.
Not only that, there's a lot of visual cues in the movie that you can't replicate without just making them 3D. You know what I mean? And then it's like, well, you did that exactly like they did in the cartoon, so why not just keep it a cartoon?
Exactly.
You're going to show me the Hanmon, but the Hanmon's going to be 3D anyway, so just leave it as it is. So
Or those moments when they do those cutesy faces or changing into like different.
the popcorn shooting out of their eyes, you know what I mean? Because they
Yeah.
saw the dude's abs. Like, you can't replicate moments like that and make them believable.
Yeah.
So
we're 100% behind this. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Damn it. Now I have that song stuck in my head.
which one?
The very last song.
Oh, Your Idol? Or
No, not Your Idol.
This Is What It Sounds Like.
Yeah, this is what it sounds like. God damn it. Moving on to our final story for tonight, which is we want to remember Drew Strenzon, the artist behind some of the greatest and really honestly the greatest movie poster art ever. This man is a freaking legend. If you don't know who he is, if you don't know his posters, then obviously you've never seen a really good movie.
Dude, every single picture on here I recognize. Every single one of them.
And it's like every movie that he did a poster for was literally a huge hit.
Yep. Yeah, man. I mean, like the fact that he's gone, like, and he pioneered like this look for movie posters.
Dude, he hand painted each one of these. They're hand drawn, hand painted. He was a genius when it came to it. He honestly, when you look at these posters, it's as if he captured the movie in that one moment in that poster.
Yep.
He did all 3 Back to the Future posters. He's done Hook. He did The Goonies. He did E.T., The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, which is one of mine and David's favorite movies. Blade Runner. I mean, the list can go on of all the movies that he's done, and now he's gone, which really sucks.
It's gonna be crazy, man. But you know what? AI can replicate it. Don't worry about it. Everyone's gonna have extra fingers, but it'll look cool. It's gonna be like phone home.
Or it's just extra long.
Or he's gonna have one finger like this, but it's gonna have another one coming out the back like that.
None of the words would ever make sense. It's just gonna be like gibberish on the screen.
It doesn't say Puma, it says like Pima.
But here's the crazy thing. So he did these movie posters, right? A lot of them. And again, all these movie posters, they were hits. There wasn't one that he did that was like, oh, that movie was garbage anyway. But the poster was cool. No, they were like 100% hits. But he illustrated covers for Action Comics, Daredevil, and Star Wars. Did you know? Oh, wait. You know what? There was one bad one.
Which one?
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
No, that was good too.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but all right.
All right. Compare it to everything else that has come out since.
I guess.
Compare it to the most recent Indiana Jones.
You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was no redeeming moments in that movie. Even, I mean, the only redeeming moment in like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was when like Indiana Jones appears at the beginning of the movie, and it's all like, dude, that's Indy. And then the whole movie just kind of goes downhill. But
you know what? Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed both versions of it, like the newest one plus Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But I can only enjoy those 2 movies after the Big Bang Theory said that Indiana Jones is 100% not necessary in the very first movie. Like those events would have still happened even without Indy in that movie.
This is true.
And then you watch it and you're like, holy shit, they're fucking right. You could take him out completely and all those events will still go on. Like they're still going to happen
Yeah,
without him.
yeah. I mean, they would have still opened up the ark, and every single Nazi would have gotten exactly what he would deserved, and then it would it would have closed up, and nobody would have found it because it was on a basically an island in the middle of nowhere. So it's basically like it being closed up into the warehouse. End of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Raiders. You could literally have the entire movie and remove Indy and still get the same movie. And after that, I'm like, oh, you know what? They're all good now.
Well, he had retired after he did Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but he came back so he can do the posters for Star Wars Force Awakens,
Mm.
The Dark Tower, Bat Kid Begins, and How to Train Your Dragon. So I believe How to Train Your Dragon, which was
A live action?
Yeah, and it was a beautiful poster too. Like it really was a nice poster. I believe that was his last one.
But the crazy thing is like you look at these pictures and they look like they took a picture of these people and then painted over them.
Like they added an effect over it.
Yeah, there's a filter that gives it that painterly quality.
Yeah,
but that's not what it is. It's straight up hand painted. That's crazy.
Yeah, the dude was seriously an artist. He was amazing, and we will not get another one of these. Honestly, I don't think anybody can really replicate what he did. So movie lobbies will not have these pieces of art anymore in their lobbies. So I'm definitely going to be collecting some of these. I have the Back to the Future poster for sure. I do have Big Trouble in Little China poster. I do need to get like a Blade Runner, and I love The Thing, so I need to get that too.
And you got to get that Rambo, man. First Blood.
Yeah, that poster is actually a pretty awesome poster too.
Yeah,
him standing there with the freaking M60,
the pig just hanging.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy that he only painted movies for blockbuster hits.
Yeah.
Like not one of them, we'll take a chance and have you paint this one. They were, every single one of them ended up being a blockbuster.
That's crazy. Huh. Well, I mean, he did a lot of other things, which was great. He did a lot of, he did some album covers for bands like the Beach Boys, the Bee Gees, Black Sabbath, and Alice Cooper before shifting to movies. But, I mean, when you really think about it, this was the man behind the poster. This was really the guy that did it all. And he's definitely going to be missed. So, Greg, Drew, you did an amazing job. We'll definitely miss you. Sorry, I was reading another name as I was saying that.
You'll definitely be missed, not remembered, because we're going to confuse you with Greg. Freaking.
And with the oh man, I gotta get over this damn cold. I blame Betts for this, but he's all, I didn't get you sick. I had a bronchial thing. I was like, I don't know, Top. Something between you and freaking Frank. Good old Donnie and Frank were here. I was like, one of you guys, man. You guys tried making out with me, and I said no, and you guys still coughed on me.
Yeah.
But we'll end this on that note. So a lot of good stuff that we talked about so far tonight. In that,
yeah,
it's actually, yeah. It's back to the whole story with,
having 2 weeks to gather information is actually kind of nice.
It is, because then we actually sound like we know what we're talking about.
Even though we don't.
I'm not saying we're going to go to that format, guys. I'm not saying that. We're just going to start probably researching a little bit better, just so you guys know.
Nah.
Yeah, we do it pretty good without, without much scripting. But tonight we are going to be going back to a little bit of a old format when it comes to this next segment, because I thought, you know what, let's try this out again because it's been a while since we tried this format. So we are going to be talking about this week in geek history. We've got a lot of things that not a lot, but a good amount of things that I think we both know about, because sometimes there's moments where it's like, I don't know what he's talking about and he doesn't know what I'm talking about. But in this week, we both are going to know about this, because this week, October 13th through the 19th, I should have pushed it for a little bit longer, but we have a couple of things that are going to be popping up. So let's start off with the first thing, which is October 15th, 1985, Nintendo's NES launches in the US. So David was just born. A year later, Nintendo
1 year prior.
And Nintendo hit the US market. I do remember this because, yes, I am older. And I did happen to get one because, yes, I was spoiled.
I could have never tell that you were spoiled. Yeah, I think I was a year and 5 days old when the Nintendo launched.
Well, I got the actual. I didn't get that set, which is the action set, which was for poor people back in the day, which is just one game and the gun and two controllers. I got right there what shows Rob, the robot, with two controllers and the light gun. So I had Duck Hunt. I had the game that goes along with Rob, the robot, which never worked properly at all. And I also had a 10-yard hut or 10-yard. I don't know. I think that's what it was called.
Before Tecmo Bowl became a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad had it, what do you call it, wrapped up. And that was going to be my Christmas present for that Christmas. And he decided, because he couldn't wait, to unwrap it. And we sat up late into the night playing on the Nintendo. And then he said, we're going to package it back up and we're going to wrap it back up and we're going to put it back under the tree. So I was like, oh, I got one night and then I got to wait. So
yeah. So yeah, I had the action set. I don't know how we came up on it. Like, I don't remember at all how I got the original Nintendo system. But we had the Power Glove.
Oh, that didn't work.
And that shit never worked either. And then my cousin had the Olympic track and field game that had the ring. That shit never worked as well. So Nintendo has a history of giving us gimmicky shit that doesn't work until, of course, we get to the Nintendo Wii where it actually works. So
yeah. But you do remember the movie The Wizard.
Yep.
And how cool they made the Power Glove.
Bro, the Wizard was cool, but he had nothing on Captain N.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Captain N had the light gun. He had the controller belt, the Power Glove. He went toe-to-toe with King Hippo. Come on, bro. You can't.
Dude, and he was rolling with freaking Simon Belmont of Castlevania, Kid Icarus. He had freaking, what princess was that? I think it was just a made-up princess, huh?
Yeah, I think it was a made-up princess, and I think Link showed up once or twice.
Link, and in the comic books that they had for that, what's her face from Metroid showed up. Samus? Yeah. So
yeah.
But
1985, man.
85 was a huge thing because this console that saved video games hit America shelves this week in 1985. The NES brought us Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, which we are all pissed off at that dog for every time he pops up. I swear. Yeah. Oh. And I mean, it basically birthed the gaming culture as we know it. So if it wasn't for this, we wouldn't have what we have now, which there would be no PlayStation. There would be no Xbox. And that whole
Dude,
Mario
I
Kart.
mean,
Like, yeah.
even though I get so much shit about how much video games I play, like you have to look at the time I was raised, you know what I mean? I was raised with the Nintendo Entertainment System literally my entire life. And alongside that, my grandmother had an Atari. So I had an Atari and a Nintendo my entire childhood until the SNES came out. And then I had that. And then it just became a thing. They kept buying them. So,
I mean, same here. I had the Atari, I had the Nintendo. I mean, I grew up in the arcade days of going in, and then once we were able to get this stuff, it's like we didn't go to arcades anymore. We just did it at home.
oh, hell no.
So,
I still went to the arcade, dude. There was nothing like warming up my thumbs on the Street Fighter 2 game and then going to the arcade, putting my quarter on the thing and going through people. Just 1/4 6 fighters. You know what I mean? Nothing like beating the older guys and getting satisfaction out of that.
all right, moving on to the next thing, which is Candyman. Candyman haunted theaters today, or on October 16th, 1992. So this horror met urban legend when Candyman hit screens. So I don't know if it was really, it is an urban legend of this character. And it's a mix of like mixing chills with social commentary. And that's really what it was, because it was him. He was killed because he was in love with a white woman. Where's the white women? I love that line in Blazing Saddles.
Dude, imagine if the guy from Holes got killed like this and then Holes became a horror movie and he was the first Candyman because he was in love with that white teacher.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
What if that is what happened? That's the whole story.
Who knows, man? Freaking Zero and Caveman over here creating recreating Candyman and shit. Yeah, this movie fucked me up, man.
Sorry, dude. I'm seriously, this cold is just killing me. I can't blow my nose right now. But this was a pretty scary movie. If you didn't get a chance to see it, definitely go check it out. We just recently lost Candyman himself.
Yeah.
I think like last year.
Todd.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't remember his full name.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But yeah, this dude, I was 8 years old when this movie came out. Yeah, about 8 years old when this movie came out. And my mom and dad rented it because they were so excited to watch it. And yeah, I hate them to this day, just so you know.
So I was, let's see, 92. That was I was in junior high.
Tony Todd,
yeah, that's who it was. But I was in junior high. I remember when this movie came out, and I remember people talking, "Oh my God, the Candyman's gonna get you!" And I saw it, and yeah, I was scared.
Yeah, it was not, and it wasn't like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th scary. There was an element of suspense to this movie. It wasn't just scary like those movies were scary. The suspense that led up to this movie, and then the whole like Bloody Mary feel to saying the Candyman thing, and it added to that. And I'm 8 years old, and the biggest thing to do is scare each other in the restroom. Push them into the restroom, close the door, and turn off the lights, and then say one of these names, and you're like, shit, I don't have to poop no more, So yeah, this movie, dude, it literally messed me up. It messed me up so much that when I saw him in The Rock, I was like, bro, what's this fool doing in this movie? Why is he in this shit? I don't want to see him here.
Oh, that's right. He was one of the lieutenants from The Rock.
Yeah. He's the one who says, General Hummel, I want to know when we're going to get paid. It's like, we're mercenaries. Mercenaries get paid. some shit like that. But he's also the one that becomes that Nicolas Cage is like, you're an Elton John fan? And he's all like,
Oh, that's right.
that's soft ass shit. It's like, I'm just saying, because you're him. You're the Rocket Man. Boop. And then he sends him flying out the tower.
Yep, I remember. That's right.
Yes, sir.
He is out.
But yeah, this movie changed. This actually is the movie that made me hate scary movies.
Really?
Yeah. I hated scary movies because of Freddy, right? Like I avoided them as a kid. But my mom and dad constantly rented them and made us all watch them together. This one's the one that made me like, yo, I now know that I hate scary movies. And then the bees coming out of the mouth and like all that weird shit. Yeah, that fucked me up, man.
Well, for me, it was Nightmare on Elm Street that messed me up as a kid. So
I think the first scene where you see the bees come out of his mouth,
yeah,
he's actually holding them in his mouth until they exit.
Dude, that's I don't care how much you pay me. The answer would be like, nah.
I want to say I read that he actually held the bees like IRL in his mouth.
That's freaking nuts. Tony Todd, more power to you, brother. R.I.P. All right, moving on to the next thing we got. Batman Arkham City was released October 17th, 2011.
I like how you have Arkham Knight on there as like a picture.
Do I have Arkham Knight? Oh yeah, I put Arkham Knight.
The third game.
To...
So Arkham City.
You know what?
Arkham City is the second game. Arkham Asylum is the first game.
I'm gonna blame the AI in Canva because I did what I did in the very first slide where I cropped him out because I just wanted Batman. Yeah. Anyways, Arkham City came out.
This game
it was the very
fucking amazing.
It was freaking awesome, and the fact that we got Kevin Conroy as voicing Batman in it to kick it off.
Yeah, we had Kevin, we had Mark, we had actually almost the entire cast from the animated series lent their voices to this game, to these series of games. A few people were recasted and stuff, but like a lot of key people came back to do their voices.
And when you look at the game itself, freaking amazing graphics.
This game, I want to say, well, maybe not this one, but Arkham Asylum, the first one, and the first couple Assassin's Creed games have basically given us the combat structure for most superhero games since then. The Sony Spider-Man games play exactly the same. God, I'm trying to think what else. I had like 2 more games lined up in my mind. But anyways, yeah. Arkham City is actually the one where if you look at the game and look at stills of Batman, his right arm is bigger than his left arm. Like,
really?
Ginormously huge compared to his left arm.
Why?
Look it up. I don't know.
That's funny. Well, this whole series was really fun to play. I had a lot of fun playing them. I wish I still had them. I don't. I ended up borrowing like a friend of mine's copies of all these, and I went through them again, and I was like, dude, these were really fun games. I enjoyed playing these.
Yeah, I wish we would get more games in the vein of this style. Like, obviously we got the Spider-Man games, which it works well for that. But I would love to see like a Ninja Turtle game done in the Arkham City style.
Ooh, that would be actually pretty cool. That really would.
I mean, I'd like to see Ninja Turtles in everything, but
yeah, I know that. But this style of video game, yeah, I think that would work really well for them.
And give us like the 1990s very first Ninja Turtle movie. Give us that aesthetic of a city.
So give us a darker, closer to the comic book style. That actually would work.
But plays like Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
Or Arkham City, since you put the wrong picture up there.
Whatever. Moving on to the next one.
Ooh,
October
1996.
18th, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie was announced.
I remember this movie. Fond memories.
Tell me of your fond memories. Tell me what it made you feel like.
I still watch this stupid ass movie every time it's on TV. Like, I still remember them just skydiving, and all you hear is "Action Boy now, Action Girl now." Like that stupid ass song that plays when they're jumping. Yeah, this movie was cool. The outfits were garbage. I mean, the suits were bad, horrible remakes of the original suits. But Ivan Ooze was freaking hilarious. Like I thought he was just stupid as shit ever.
But it was a great character. Like they actually created a pretty decent character with Ivan Ooze, and it was even at 94. I was already in high school when this movie came out. I did go see it still, even though I was in high school, because I wasn't old enough to go to the movies and watch rated R movies by myself yet. So what did me and my friends do? We still went and saw a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. And they actually made skydiving out with snowboards and all whatever else they were using so cool. Like I wanted to do that.
Yep, that intro scene, man. They all load up in the truck. I mean, they all load up in the plane. They jump out. Freaking Tommy's got the board strapped to his feet. Even Bulk and Skull jump with them. Like, dude, it was so good.
But
yeah,
like
this
you
movie
said,
was great.
The actual costumes were bad. Even some of the sets were really bad. I mean, this thing was filmed in Australia. That's where they actually filmed it.
Yeah.
That's the backdrop for Angel Grove. But
the ninja suits were cool.
Yeah.
Everything else, not so much.
Well, and this is where we were introduced more to Rocky and Aisha taking the places of Jason and...
Technically, no, because we had the original cast through the original Power Rangers and into Thunder, because we had Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Thunder, and that's where you got the new Zords. So they had the Red Dragon Zord, oh god, I can't remember what the bear. No, they had the second Thunder Zords, and that's where we got the White Tiger Zord. And then midway through, after that first season happened, that's when Austin St. John, dude, I'm blanking over here.
I can't remember her name. Plus,
what's his name? Trang and
Walter
Mercado. I don't know. Walter. Anyways. That's when the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, and the Red Ranger left because they weren't getting paid enough. Like they were literally living in a apartment, all of them together, just to survive because they weren't making enough. And then that's when Rocky, Aisha, and our boy Johnny Young Bosch showed up and became the new characters. And then after that first season of them in Thunder, then it transitioned to the movie, and then we got the ninja powers after that. This was my shit when I was a kid, man. I loved Power Rangers.
See, you have a lot more knowledge of it, even though I did see the movie, and I still watch it every so often too. Just like you said, if it's on, why not? It's fun.
And Ivan Ooze is menacing, goofy, and his voice is annoying as shit. So it like makes him a really good Power Ranger villain.
It was a great way to bring in a new villain for Power Rangers, definitely.
And yeah, so we didn't recycle, Lord Zed or Rita Repulsa I mean, Goldar still stayed in, but. And fun fact, it took me 41 years to realize his name's just Lord Z. They filmed in Australia, so he's Lord Zed, because that's how they pronounce Z.
Well, it's stuck because everybody just called him Lord Zed. So
yeah, but another fun fact: did you know that the girl who gives them their ninja powers in this movie fell out for a little bit, and it was originally and then she was recast with Mariska Hargitay and then shit happened that the girl came back, and they ended up taking all of Mariska's parts out and putting the girl back in.
I did not know that.
Yeah, look it up. You can still find screenshots and stuff of her
really?
in the outfits and stuff. I think you can find the scenes of her in it before
That's
they
crazy.
put the girl that made it to the final cut.
Before they did what's his face, like in Back to the Future.
Yeah, before they Eric Stoltzter.
They straight Stoltz. We're just gonna call it the Stoltz. Even Stoltz.
The Stoltz effect.
So, all right, so see, look at that. I purposely put this in there because I knew this would spark something in David, and he'd be like, "Oh my god!" There you go.
Yep.
All right, finally, we're gonna do a little bit of bonus throwback. October 19th, 2001, Smallville premiered on the WB. I actually love this show.
Dude, revolutionized the CW.
Yep.
For, I mean, the WB at the time.
Yeah.
It literally changed how their shows were written, how they were put out, how they were, everything about the WB/CW later on became Smallville with just different skins on it.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, that's really what it was. But this also gave us one of the best Lex Luthors ever. Michael Rosenbaum.
Dude, Michael Rosenbaum killed it as Lex. Tom Welling killed it as Clark. We never got to see him suit up except for that fucking 10 seconds of the last episode of season 10.
Yeah,
which that's the beginning of his 10-second freaking thing. But he embodied Clark so well.
He did. He really did. And even the cameo that he had in Superman and Lois was amazing. When he shows him the kryptonite and he's all like, "What, this? Oh, yeah, I gave up my powers."
Yep. Dude, even him, the brother from 2.5 Men, he wasn't a bad Lex. Wasn't great, but he worked for the show. But seeing Tom again, and he's still fucking massive, dude. He makes that dude look tiny.
Yep.
Yeah, it was this show killed it, dude. I've seen this thing probably about 4 or 5 times all the way through.
I've had to go back and, like, when it first came out, I didn't watch it all the way through. I forgot how many seasons I did watch of it, but I've gone back since and rewatched it, and I love Smallville. But what I did notice, here's what I noticed in the first season of Smallville. Freaking Clark's a creeper, dude. Like, 100% needs to sit through our freaking sexual harassment courses so he can get a cert to say, don't do that.
Yeah.
Straight creeping on what's her face.
Freaking sharpen the shit out of her. Elevator eyes, all the whole deal, dude.
Sitting outside of her house in her tree, watching her creeping on her. Like, dude, seriously? Freaking ugly crying face over there. That's who he's creeping on. It's
Kristen Crook. Yeah. But a lot of what made Smallville special, and it kind of became the thing after Smallville, was all of the retro callbacks to characters from the old series, the old movies. You know, Christopher Reeve was in it. Margot Kidder was in it. I can't remember her name off the rip, but original Lana Lang was in it as his mom.
As his mom, yeah.
Everyone came back and everyone had a feature. Dean Cain showed up in a couple episodes.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, Conroy showed up in it. But like, there was just a lot of nostalgia thrown into it so that you bought into who this character, like who it was supposed to be. Dude, Brian Austin Green came back and was Metallo in the show, and we hadn't seen him since 90210. Like, literally, 90210 ended, he fell off the face of the earth, and then boom, he was back in Smallville.
And then we had Jensen Ackles, who played, was it Aquaman?
No. Aquaman was Have you seen This Is Us?
Yeah.
So Justin Hartley, the brother that's supposed to be the twin, the actor.
Oh yeah.
He's
He's Aquaman and
no,
Jensen.
he's uh, Green Arrow, and Alan Richardson is Aquaman.
And Jensen was.
Jensen was like, I don't think he was a hero. He was like a one-off character.
Oh, I thought he was. I thought he was like a Lantern.
Yeah, I don't think he had a huge role in the show, dude. Annette O'Toole, that's the name I was thinking about. He was Jason Teague.
He was what?
Jason Teague. He was a random character.
Oh. Okay.
But Sam Witwer is in it. The voice of Darth Maul from the Clone Wars. He was also Star Killer in the video games. Dude, so many people. James Marsters is in it. He plays Brainiac.
It was seriously a great show. It had a great cast, great ensemble, period. You know, and like you said, tons of nostalgia, tons of just everything. They just threw everything in it, and it actually melded and worked.
So, yeah, and there was nothing before it, so it became, and like I said, it became the template that all shows became after that. Flash did it with bringing back the original Barry Allen from the 90s show, which was really freaking cool, by the way, because I enjoyed that show as a kid.
Oh, I did too.
So yeah, this show was great, dude. Every freaking deployment, I think I watch it all the way through.
Nice. Well, I mean, that was, if I could get through it without coughing, that was this week in So there we go. A lot of great stuff. You know what? This was actually a really good way to come back.
Yep. Solid show, solid information, solid things to talk about.
Yeah. It was really nice. That was good. Liked it. I mean, we had a couple of new people pop up on the Instagram. They weren't on for very long, but you know, it's all right.
They jumped in, they clued in. Hopefully they'll be back.
Yeah, hopefully they come back. I mean, we had a lot of we got a lot of great stuff that we're looking at doing come next year. So if we can knock it out, that'd be great. Hopefully doing a lot more cons next year. That's something we definitely would like to do. We were invited to join Distance Nerding on more cons. So we'll see what happens next year.
See where it all goes, man. But I guess we're done for the night, huh?
Yeah, that's it, man. Shoot. You know what? I'm looking at the time and it's like, wow. It didn't feel like, you know, we rushed through anything. It felt like it just rolled. It was great.
Yeah.
This has actually been a smooth restart where we've had before. It was kind of like we've tried restarting it and it's like, it rolled. I like it. Good job.
Yes, sir. So.
But take us out, man.
Everybody who came here, I want to thank you guys for showing up, even if you were only here for 30 seconds. If you're catching us on the back end, thank you for listening to us all the way through. Do all the things, like, comment, share. Hit us up on all of our socials at The Geek Saga, except for here, where we are The Geek Saga 77. Join us next week. We'll be back, not the same time and not the same day, but we will be back next week to our regular time, Wednesdays 7:30. Join us again when the saga continues, guys.